popcorn's popping, we're ready to roll. Movies and games, they're good for the soul. In CeePo's chat, we share and we laugh. Weekends alive, forget about the past. Lights down low, the screen's aglow. Talking movies we all know. Every joke and every game brings us closer all the same. Weekend Live, we're having a blast. CeePo's movie chat where good times last. Laughing and playing every weekend night. Join us for the fun, everything's just right. Where's that box with the nice butt?
Hey, that was weird. Where's that box with the nice butt? Indeed. Good evening, one and all. Welcome, Marcy. Marcy saying, I'm the first one today. I forgot how slow the highlighting process is. But yeah. So tomorrow's a big night as far as the channel is concerned. We've got a live stream with some heavy hitters. And we're going to be covering something that I like doing more than anything is just like shooting the shit with movie fans and just talking about the art as a whole. And Cody will be here, Sweet and Spooky, Dice Rolling. I'm assuming Gray will be here as well. I'm not entirely sure of that. And for the first time on the channel, Gigi from Room for Scream will be here, and we're going to talk about necessity. Easy for you to say. Necessity of gore in horror, and if you can make horror films that are PG-13 or lower. PG-13. I doubt you can make a G-rated film, but can you make those types of horror movies and still have some element of gore in there, as well as a couple of other things, but it'll be a gore based stream. Come and check it out. You might want to watch it live just in case. The YouTube AdSense gods are a little picky with subject matter. So even if you're just talking about it, it becomes something of an issue. But we'll see. That's tomorrow. Today's today. Manny, what's going on? Doug, how are you? 3:40 a.m. Is it only 3:40 a.m.? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Wait, I thought Denmark is 7 in front of me. Oh, no, wait. England's 5, so Denmark is 6. Haha. You're 1 in front of England. I know that much. Is it going well for Joker 2? It's only been out at... Hold on, I'll check. I don't know if those numbers are accurate or out yet. Oh! Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay, so the Thursday estimates are in. And this is just Thursday. This is just the preview night. Half of the day doesn't really count. But on 3,200 screens, at an average of $2,188 per screen, Joker Folie A Deux pulled in $7 million estimated for Thursday previews. That's low. That's really low. Hey, Slaughtered Lamb, how are you? New logo? I don't know if that's new. I know the logo's not new, but the color appears to be new for as far as I'm concerned. Oh, pain in the ass is here. Excuse me, pain in the arse. I got to start getting used to that. I'm heading back over to your piece of rock there, the Ook. Screw YouTube and their lies about notification. Well, you have to click the bell. Um, can't be much worse than the first Joker. See, all right, so we'll get right into it. The hell with it. I'm actually genuinely shocked that it's only got $7 million for Thursday shows, but it's gorgeous. Joker Folie A Deux is it's pretty. Um, it looks fantastic, which I guess is something that you always need. It seems like every musical, and I'm saying that because Folie à Deux is a musical. I don't know why they're trying to avoid that, but it's a musical. Um, it seems like any musical worth its weight has to have a awesome picture. It needs to pop. It needs to the costume design, the cinematography, the mise en scène really needs to be something fantastic. And Folie à Deux is that. It looks gorgeous, the cinematography is gorgeous, but holy shit, um, some of the reasons for making it a a musical, they're broken, they're disjointed, um, because the reason that they have the musical element, we first hear about it after songs have been going in. And it's a jukebox musical, which means they're singing stuff that you heard before. Think of Moulin Rouge. So, whatever that means to you, a lot of like Vegas, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, That's Life type songs. So there's that. Um, but the way they establish that it's going to be a musical, I'm okay with. It's the fact that there are other characters that are initiating. Actually, no, it's first act stuff. Sorry, blatant spoilers, I guess. So they establish the the hook that gets you to understand that it's a musical is uh Arthur Arthur? Yeah, the Joker. Fuck it. Um when he's like I forget what the hell. He has some sort of pass where he gets to walk somewhere. I think the guards are messed up because they're exploiting his celebrity and he's signing people's books and all this other stuff. And the guards are kind of using him for their own benefit. But he passes a lower security portion of the prison, and they're using like singing therapy, and he somehow finagles his way into that. Now, there's the first thing. Um, Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn or Lee in this movie. She's in there singing, and that's a whole nother ball of wax. Um, so the songs are already there. There is one of the guards that is singing a song as they're being walked to whatever. And I'm not saying it needs to be a one for one established. Okay, song equals this, but the way they do it in this movie, when he gets his opportunity to be a part of that singing therapy group, um, it's established there that when you're singing, it's part of your emotion, and it gives you a little bit of insight into why they're doing it that way. Because anytime he's like being mocked or whatever, there's conversations where he doesn't have a emotional investment into it, so it's just kind of drab. But when he's feeling emotion, it's music. He'll sing it, and it's a little abnormal. There's a moment where they're being walked into the like the prison yard, and for one shot, it's raining. Everybody else has umbrellas, but Joker doesn't. But then in a next shot, the umbrellas are all full of color, like blue, red, yellow, green, but I don't know, was that supposed to tell us that the film, like, we have an unreliable narrative, which I think we had that regardless, but so there are moments where it's black and white and it's drab, but when Joker is emoting, he sees things differently, which I guess is a continuation of the first one. But there's a lot of things where it doesn't connect very well within some of the ideas that it establishes. And I don't like musicals to begin with, but um, I was on board with it, and then again, I'm not really like a DC stan or anything. I'm not like crapping on it for the sake of Marvel or anything. It just I don't know what this is. It's an epilogue. I've heard that used a couple of times. I think Cody called it an epilogue. It is. It feels like extra features on like a super edition, Blu-ray that you'd get like a 10th anniversary edition, and it's got like 3 hours of extra footage. Um, it doesn't feel like its own story. It really feels like an exclamation point on the original, and it's kind of I don't know, it goes for low-hanging fruit. Like, there's characters that I know, which should tell you that they really go for the tourists and the normies in movie fandom. And even like, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but they have a character there, and it's just like, "Don't don't do the thing. Don't do the thing," and they do the thing, and it's just, come on, man. Like, if you can't make this, like, divorced portion of the universe from what we know these characters to be, then just don't do it. Like, if you're going to do this thing that's unique, it's the thing I'll give the original is it's quite unique despite being Taxi Driver meets King of Comedy. Folie A Deux, I don't know what it is. I don't like Matrix 4, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Like, what is it? Uh 17 Danish krona, tak, Marcy. I'm from Denmark, Tennessee. Fair enough. Doug, I don't get notifications for YouTube, and I clicked the bell. All right, well, I don't. Oh, and you're coming to us from Twitch. Well, I'm glad that you're over there, at the very least. I can't wait to see Joker 2 tomorrow. Um, good luck. Uh, thank you for the super chat, Marcy. Christian, just my take, but the film seemed like it intentionally alienated its own fan base. Yeah, I don't entirely disagree with that. And I'm in the belly of the beast with the cult members between Rudy and Brian in our autop stream chat, talking about, is it part one? No, but it's still good. And it's like, okay, never mind, didn't realize we were at a cult meeting. I'm kidding. Dice says, I know a musical that has stuff to make pop. Yeah, yeah. Phantom of the Opera, right? That's the Phantom movie you're thinking of? I guess I'll have to watch Joker for the second time. I don't know. 7 million for something that is a sequel to a $1 billion movie. I don't know if it's gonna make 50 million this weekend, and that's wild. This year has been so nuts, like, so insane. 7, double it, 14, 21 for Friday. It might just make 50. 2142, cut that in half. I don't think it'll make 55. It'll be interesting. See what happens on today's grosses, but 100 million's out of the question. A jukebox musical, the lowest kind. Sky, how are thee? For Once in My Life by Stevie Wonder is performed by Arthur. I'm fucking mad. Don't touch Stevie. Oh, there's a couple of other songs that it's just like, ew, really? Mortal words. As 311 once said, you got to come original. Beautiful disaster. Sorry, I'm catching up. I'm assuming we're allowing spoilers, correct? Well, you do what you want. If you bring something to my attention, uh, I will field it in whatever way, shape, form I decide. But unless the mods want to hold a iron fist, as long as you're not making fun of other people in the chat, you do you. I'm at my mod's discretion. Sean, Rudy loved it. Joker team Brian, they're both on board. From what I understand, I think Brian gave it a 4 out of 5. Stiff. Marcy says right now Joker 2 has a 5.4 on IMDb and a 2.6 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Yeah, it was 2.7 on Letterboxd like this time last night. So it's trending in the wrong direction. Sky says I have 0. Couldn't even type the word 0, just the number 0. 0 interest in Joker 2. Yeah, it doesn't earn anything. It really feels like such an unnecessary story where it's like, oh, let's put Harley Quinn in it and kind of piss you off why she is in it. Like, yeah, it's just blue balls. It's a more unfulfilling, unreliable narrator version of blue balls with music. Ugh. Like I don't know if I could even say enjoy. I have respect for Lerman's Romeo and Juliet as well as Moulin Rouge, but I don't seek those movies out. Like if you're gonna put a musical on, one of those two are the ones where I'm like, all right. If I have to be in the room where a musical is playing, then one of those like uh, Chicago, nope, nope. La La Land, gorgeous, gorgeous movie. Don't ever want to watch it again. So take that, just boulder of salt with you. Is your distaste for this simply because of the actor who plays him and your past experience with him? No, no. Penguin rules, Joker fuck off. Yeah, Felix, it seems like this is the, I don't want to say common thought process, but people probably aren't. I mean, I think word's out that it's a musical. And someone said it earlier. Why would you alienate your fan base like that? And like, I can see having an element of it. Like I said, the way they introduce you to the fact that Arthur is feeling like the way he's expressing his feelings is through music. I think it would be neat if he was the one to establish the song every time, but he doesn't. And on top of that, we have like this song element before he has this moment where you're like, "Oh, okay." So when he's actually feeling something, he's going to be singing, which at that point, when the guard is singing something before that, it's like, "Oh, so wait, but is the guard actually feeling an emotion?" Brian, I don't know. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. Probably jumping the gun. Rudy likes it. No, yeah. Trust me, I've heard both of their opinions rather early. Charlie Boy, were you against Lady Gaga casting when it was announced? No, no, they wasted her. Like I don't. She sings well enough. It seems like they filmed things where the voice was captured on set. Like, it doesn't feel like it's ADR at all. It feels like they were given space. There's a couple of I'm telling you, the cinematography is the only reason I have any sort of fondness for this movie. There's a couple of, like, one takes, and there's one moment where, like, in the TV room, and Arthur is just singing and moving around, and the camera's tracking with him. I don't know if it's a complete oneer, but I do remember thinking, "Have they cut yet?" And kind of impressive. Like, that's really hard for a performer, and, it was it was fun. Having said that, Lady Gaga, uh, I don't know. This could have been any old actor that can sing. It feels like you're trying to tap into an audience that I don't know won't be there, especially since Lady Gaga was saying this isn't a musical. Where if you want to like milk her fan base, why not just let it out the door that it's a musical? And her character's just doesn't have too much to do. I mean, obviously she sings a bit, but I don't have very many feelings for this Harley Quinn recent universe, but this is my least favorite rendition, including Birds of Prey. That's saying a lot. Uh, don't say a bad word about Poppins. Yeah, I haven't seen that since my childhood. Basically, no reason to exist like most sequels. It's a departure. It is like a huge departure. I did see Chitty Chitty Bang Bang a few weeks ago. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that period. If I did, it was when I was tiny. Lady Gaga doesn't deserve hate for her acting or singing. I said what I said. She was horrible casting. Yeah, no comment. Like it it's not like she doesn't kill the movie. It there's nothing about her being in it that's like, "Oh, are you kidding?" It's just, wow, what a waste. Why did you do that? And Joaquin Phoenix, it feels like even with the singing parts, like he's just giving like 115%. Uh, Folie A Deux is dual madness, and there's a theme of that in the movie right off the bat. With there's like this cartoon Warner Brothers Looney Tunes thing where Joker and his shadow, the shadow does something that gets the Arthur character in trouble for something. That's the theme of the movie, and I don't know. It really is an exclamation point to the first movie, where you could have called this Joker point 5, like what Jackass does every couple of years, or 2.5, 3.5, and it's enough to be a new movie, but it's still kind of, just an add-on. It's DLC for the original. That's it. Thank you, Sky. Folie à deux means madness of two, also known as the same psychosis shared by two people. Right. I got they, they got the little man actor. That's 1 star, and the cinematographer awesome, but doesn't say it. Yeah, you know what, Dice? Phantom of the Rocky Horror Picture. So that's probably I've only watched it the once, but I didn't completely hate that, so that's fair. And Phantom of the Paradise is it I don't hate it, which is, it seems like anything that's a musical, like right off the bat, like I no, which I can't say that for any of those movies. So that's a different. Anyone else check out the new VHS? I had fun with it. I have not. I hate any musical anyway. If it's a jukebox musical or an original musical, I like listening to Xanadu and Summer Nights for itself, not the movie. Uh, Brian gave it 4 out of 5. Sounds about right. Still not 5 out of 5 like the Justice League. Yeah, I no comment. There's times where I wish that like the relevance of Joker 2 had something to do with Autop Stream just so we could have a usual old argument for dozens of thousands of people, but not this time. But yeah, he calls me crazy, but I think he's going to wear this one a couple years from now. I have no doubt in my mind Gaga had a major hand in the production. She's a fan of avant-garde, but a lot of people aren't. Mm. Why did you do that, Felix? Thank you, Felix. What did you do that for? Um, appreciate it. Felix says thank you for the content. I don't know if he called this content, me just reading messages and saying, "Yeah, I hate it. Yeah, this is garbage." But appreciate it. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Huh, Felix? Holy Christmas. It's been a wild 3 days, actually 5 days of playoffs. Hairspray. A little shop. All right, so you know what, guys? You're gonna name like 50 classics while I'm here. All right, so generally speaking, when generally speaking, musicals don't stick with me. All of these movies, even if I like it, I've seen it maybe 3 times tops. I liked the Romeo and Juliet from '97. I've seen it 2 or 3 times. I own it. Um, and I was lucky enough to get a Romeo and Juliet and Moulin Rouge like combo disc thing. I've used that set 3 times tops between the 2 movies on it. They just don't stick with me. And you're gonna name every goddamn musical known to man, and yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. Okay, I haven't seen it in at least 10 years. Hairspray, no, I have not. There's a certain death that takes place that angered me, especially with a certain person in the background that may or not be alluding to. Thoughts. Are you talking about um, something happens with a knife? Is that what you're talking about? K-pop says I was worried about this sequel from the first announcement. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it. Again, I don't like musicals. They don't stick with me. For a moment, I was with this movie with the mentality that all right, instead of you know, uh, uh, they do everything. They do an unreliable narrator and the musical aspect, and they like want their cake and eat it too. Where if it was just Arthur, that the way that he was portraying his emotions was through song, I'd be able to like attribute that. Like that's a unique way to do things. I don't know how many people would be on board with that, but introducing that element, but also having the security guard sing and uh, Harley Quinn sing without being started off by Joker, it doesn't work. Like I don't know. It just doesn't work for me, especially when you consider the things that happen in the first Joker, where it's some things he's just imagining those things. Some things like the whole unreliable narrative, like that continues from the first movie. However, they do even more, and it's at a point where all right. So in the first one, we thought that he like misread things. But then there's times in the sequel where it's just like, wait, it, he's this doesn't have anything to do with him. So are we to be concerned with whether or not this is happening? Like, I I I, I don't know. Like by the halfway mark, I was less and less impressed with the method of having it be a musical, and more like I I need a map or something, because uh, this doesn't really add up with what you've shown us so far. And on top of that, like, there's something that happens with a character that their motivation is not what it seems. There's a lot of commentary on celebrity and the negative things that can be done for celebrity for the wrong reasons. And I would have enjoyed that more. It's not fleshed out, in my opinion. But just not giving it a genuine shot because it's a musical, that I don't know if that's fair. Concern, sure. Like if you told me right now there'd be a episode 10 Star Wars movie that's a musical, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. But you know, uh, it I understand. I'm probably the wrong person because I'm not like I'm not completely handcuffed to this franchise. So there's that. You know what? I'm the wrong guy. How about that? Todd Phillips also said he's done with DC uh, after Joker. No Joker 3, at least from him. It does feel very Matrix 4-y. It does feel like there's some hostility from him. And when it was over, I was like, man, Warner was okay with this, because it doesn't make any sense. Why would they be okay with certain characters being introduced and like having it in this bizarro world thing? It's the world of Joker, but you're introducing things from like the DC universe that I don't know. Christian kind of brought it up that they're alluding to a different character from a different Christopher Nolan era. I'm sure he's been in other films, but I'm sorry, Nolan or nothing as far as I'm concerned. That's a lie. I like the Keaton Batman's. I love her music, but she has a lot of shit takes, especially over the last 5 years or so. Yeah, I don't know anything about her takes. Since it's all in his head, it seems you can't trust any of the story, giving away the gravity of the situation or the character. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's all a dream shit. Like what? Why did you do that? Why did you make another one of these movies? Cape up $2 super chat. Thank you. Do you think big musical fans will love this? I don't know. I think there are fans of jukebox musicals, and I don't know. This may be some sweet spot for people that were like, I really love Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and I also really love um, gritty, dark comic book movies. If they could only just marry those two together somehow. I mean, I think in that really weird Venn diagram, someone's going to find this movie to be incredible. But that's a really really narrow piece of land. I'm sure some people will be fans of it even without being musical fans. Um, Again, I'm kind of glazed over to what makes musicals great, but some of the cinematography was great. Some of the set design and the costumes were neat. I don't know. I don't have a proper read of musical fans to guess. I mean, we'll know in 2 weeks. It'll be interesting. It'll probably win Golden Globes because that's, musical and comedy, and that's almost like an inside track. That's like cheating, putting Joker in that category because Golden Globes are like a, you know, training wheels. I also respect Brian and his weird takes, but when he says his takes, sometimes I get a bit shocked at first. Yeah, well, it's Brian. The ending is debatable. She's more than a performer. She's classically trained as singer and pianist. Yeah, and you're welcome for both. Yeah, cheers. One of the shitty takes she has is controversial to dislike. I'll leave it at that. Uh, I really enjoyed VHS Beyond. Best in the franchise since VHS 2. And Sky agrees with that. Christian, $5 super chat. Cheers. I showed my sister this, who's been involved in many musicals, and she disliked it because, in her words, it didn't stick to its own musical premise. That's kind of what I said earlier. I don't know how late you joined us, but I agree. Without having the right understanding or education in musicals, they establish this thing. Arthur, when he has feelings, it's going to be via song. But they're doing song before that. And you could have just done that where they all have that moment where if they're going to have feelings, they will sing. They don't do that. You're only there to assume that Arthur, that's his gateway to this premise. Um, the problem with the way they set things up is Harley's character is not what she appears to be. So whenever she starts a song, is that strictly in Arthur's head? Because at a certain point, you find out that her motivations are different. And with that in mind, she wouldn't have the same motivations nor be giving her true feelings. And if that's feelings through music, then anything she does where she initiates a song is bullshit. I'm just glad that someone who's a musical fan, somewhere is in the same neighborhood of why I didn't really blend with it too much. I have not seen any of the VHS movies. Also, I don't like commenting on other people's look, but I think Lady Gaga becomes prettier with the eyebrow, what? Or whatever the makeup she has on. All right. I have no dog in that race. The only person that can pull off the no eyebrow look is Mia Goth. Just watched only 3 movies left before Halloween, and we'll be all set up for the 31 and 31 this October. 2 of them haven't been out yet. But I rewatched, oh, what's the Mia Goth one? Come on. Infinity Pool. I have a unpopular take about her performance in that. And Marcy says Mia Goth is freaking hot. Right on. Ooh, hot take. Not into Mia Goth. She's okay, but I guess not my cup of tea. Yeah, I'm a coffee person myself. Raiders. She's all right. Um, that accent in Infinity Pool. Thank you. No. No, 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 no. And guess it's not. And I guess it's not that she doesn't have eyebrows. They're just naturally light and thin. I've always been, even when she's just a model. Just a model. Just pretty, guys. Relax. Sorry, it's off topic. No, I haven't seen it, so it doesn't really matter that much. And Sky's got it. Money talks too. If somebody throws money down, that's a new topic, and we might get a little Pictionary going, maybe a little garlic phone. I was robbed of garlic phone yesterday on Thinkers, so I need my fill. Um, Todd Phillips has sold all the stars. Wait, what? Todd Phillips has sold all the stars to the Sneetches at DC and ready to move on. Are you speaking in tongues? Sold all the stars to the Sneetches at DC and ready to move on. So I'm assuming that if they want to carry on his storyline, he's not going to be a part of it. I mean, listen, make your money. I can't fault someone for cashing in. And he shouldn't be that, married to it, because it's not, it's his take on something that already existed anyway. It's not quite like The Matrix, where the Wachowskis were like, listen, we don't want to do anything, but if you're going to keep going, fuck it. Infinity Pool's awesome. Love me a gal from that. Yep. You can have my portion. Thanks, just sexy, period. Check it out ASAP. What? Oh. Oh yeah, Infinity Pool, it's a movie. I did enjoy Brendan Cronenberg's joint before. Forget the name. That is Possessor. May December won Best Musical Comedy last year at the Golden Globes. I still haven't seen that. It had some sciencey name. Oh, was it not Possessor? What is it about M. Night's daughter and Cronenberg's son, where they lean too hard into their parents' style? Could honestly be directed by their parents. Yeah. Yeah. They're using their names. Nepotism isn't always bad. Yeah. Not always. A lot though. Hot take, I don't think Zendaya is as pretty as people say, but my mom admits she is prettier than Margot Robbie, and now my mom is in the freezer. Fucking Danish jokes, man. Yeah, I don't want this to be a smash or pass episode of Weekend Live, but right on. You do you. Personally, anybody we've mentioned today, I'm not going to kick them out of the bed for eating raw fish. Dice, I'm afraid I've never found Mia Goth to be sexy or hot. She's attractive, sure, but my preferences are different. Well, if they cast her as Marty McFly in the new Back to the Future, then you team Brian or team Cody on Terrifier? I'm curious where they land on 31. Well, you know where Brian lands on Terrifier. I think I'm not quite as harsh as Brian. A Terrifier movie is number 31 at the current moment. There's only 3 other movies that I still need to watch. One of them is Terrifier 3. One of them is Smile 2. I don't have the list handy, but as of right now, with 3 films left for me, there is a Terrifier film in the bottom seed. But there isn't a Terrifier film in the 30 spot. I don't think that's the same for Brian. I think Brian's got 3 Terrifier films back to back to back in traditional Brian fashion. I would imagine that Cody's a little too forgiving, uh, kind to the Terrifier films. So I'm certainly not as high on Terrifier as Cody is, even with um, Sienna looking like at moments she's a dead ringer for Emily. Like there are certain shots where it I could tell it's not my wife, but there are certain shots where I'm like, man, looks like my wife. This is crazy. And hopefully that's not the case for 3 because it really kind of fucks me up at times where I'm like, what am I watching? Um, if they remake Back to the Future, I'm going to have to throw hands. Period. If they have Goth as Marty, I'm going to have to set everything on fire. Hmm. Brian is a certified hater. Smile 2, I'm actually at a press screening of that on the 15th. It comes out in the States on the 18th, which is 2 weeks from today. So no, it's not out yet. We're getting it. 31 Team Brian jerseys. I didn't say how many of them were. I haven't seen one of them yet. I'm not going to just instinctive. Well, actually, let me say that too. Brian hasn't seen one of them. So as of right now, there's only 2 Terrifiers that have been judged by Brian. But he does get a bit dramatic with his rankings. And like you can always tell which one Brian had some sort of input in, either bottom or top, because it's quite predictable that the worst are things that Brian just no, and the best are the ones that he's like, how about this? I already know what my top 3 are, and it's like, yeah, is this fun? Like, is this genuinely fun for you? But yeah, can't wait. One more, 28 days, not even one more month. I'm going to be on time this year, hopefully. No traveling planned before Halloween, so there's that. Uh, it's because Lauren Rivera, no, Cody still, honestly, put a movie she was in the second lowest spot on his September ranking. Oh, are you talking about The Well? Uh, yeah, that's not her fault. That's a weird, fucked up movie. It's not her fault. I like the Terrifier movies, but some of the gore in those movies are a bit too much for me, and just I rarely say that. Yet, um, if you've heard me speak about 1 and 2 publicly, you know which one I just can't get behind. Um, it is, and to say this for an extreme slasher is kind of funny, but the Terrifier movies really are light in story, like really light in story, and sometimes it's just outright offensive. Uh, all of the ridiculous tropes that I could think of for Friday the 13th, Terrifier goes a bit harder. I'm shocked Black Phone didn't make the list. Why? I I don't know. I watch Terrifier strictly for the makeup and tickles my pickle in that regard. Sure. Yeah, the FX are great. That's something I will say, if we were ranking these movies based on FX gore, these movies would have to be in the top third, all of them. Um, but they're not. Troy, don't know what to think about Smile 2. When the OG came out, the trailer looked like a joke, but it was good. Now I see this trailer, it looks like a joke once again. Hope to be surprised again. Yep, I'm actually seeing that with Team Sweet and Spooky, so maybe we'll do an out of theater reaction. We're literally going to the same press screening. Wild, wild stuff. I don't know what to think. I'll be pissed off if I hate it though, because that will be the last of the 31 that I've watched. And to wait that long with only 2 weeks left to film and edit and all that shit, only for it to be like, 31, I'll be pissed. Pissed. The Penguin Show is a comedy because, by the way, because it has Colin Farrell. I still say that one scene in the first is worse than the bedroom scene in two. The clit to tit scene. Charles, I saw Thanksgiving and it was the low end of okay, but it was really dumb. Besides Death Wish remake and Hostel for its own sake, Eli Roth can't direct or write. I don't disagree with that. I would put Eli Roth in like the Rob Zombie category of direct, but please don't write. But even there, like Eli Roth just directed Borderlands, and I had no time to watch it because it's already gone. It borders a bit too misogynistic. If we could just get some of the Futurama liquid, we could preserve Zemeckis' head and prevent any Back to the Future remake. Yeah. Scott Scott Derrickson, Black Phone. Yeah. I think there's another one coming out. This is a weird year. Even with the comedy the comedy 31 on 31. 2024 is going to be a year where we kind of leaned on filmmakers more than franchises. And there's stuff like A Quiet Place was in the running for a very long time, but only the ones that were directed by Krasinski. And I might have, I don't know if I was the deciding factor, but I thought if we're going to do Quiet Place, we might as well do all of them. And it certainly was enough. I don't know if I was the deciding factor or if I instigated the discussion, but we aren't covering it. So you have to remember that we do cover franchises too. So if there's something that another one's coming out, we'll probably do it in the future. You got to take pictures of your meetup with Celise and Rocco just so I can figure out what lifts I need when I finally meet you people. How short are you? Yes, the clit to tit. I think 10-year-old Friday the 13th fan, you would kick your ass for not liking Terrifier. I don't know. There's like extreme nostalgia for Friday the 13th, and like it started getting cleared from my emotional center in film school. I was like, oh, this movie's kind of junk. And 5'4" and 1/4. Yeah, I'm only half a foot taller. But I don't know. Me right now, just on Friday the 13th, would piss 10-year-old me off. I was fine with the first Terrifier, but the bedroom scene in Terrifier 2 scarred me and made me sick to my stomach. I'm debating seeing Terrifier 3 in theaters. Yeah, there is that notice going out that people are leaving very early. Apparently, there's a scene very soon in the movie that people have been turned off by and have left in like premieres. And those things, it's kind of wild for people to leave for that shit or through that shit. Pardon. I'm joking. Cody and Brian are arguing in the other chat. They're comparing Terrifier and Joker 2. You know, normal conversation stuff. Sorry, I'm dying. I thought you were going to say 4'8" or something. I know, rough and tough biker dude, shorter than you, Dice. Yeah. The bedroom scene in 2 just gets goofy and goofy for me. It's so over the top. Yeah, I'm all right with it. It's a lot. I'd rather watch that than the tunnel scene in Irreversible. That's for sure. For what that's worth. I mean, at least in the end, you know, it's just a bunch of, you know, like cosmetic nonsense and corn syrup. Not really weird, that stuff, because that stuff is. Yeah, yeah. Terrifier and Joker, yeah, 2 movies. So the same you should argue about. Yeah. Listen, you think Brian's putting on a performance. Man lives that character. If I'm guessing, this scene in Terrifier 3 probably has to do with a kid. If it pissed that many people off, yeah, I don't know. I'll be glad when we don't. I mean, they're making another Terrifier already, but I don't know. This is a weird year, just outright. Um, yeah, it's not that much as far what I've seen so far. It's a lot more mid to decent movies. Like in the 20s, it was like, ooh, I don't hate this, but I like the other ones better. Like I think my 22 is decent, which for the horror years when we do every October, it seems like the bottom 10 are like 1 or 2 stars. Like last year, I don't think I had a 3-star movie until like 12, 11. Uh, I hope you show up in some platforms with the fish is for M for the pick dice. What? Um, platforms would probably kill me, or at least my yeah. Oh, I don't. I'm going to see the Saturday Night movie. I don't know what to think about it. I don't like the nowadays SNL, but I like the old ones with Bill Hader, Jason Sudeikis, and such. You call the Bill Hader ones old? Yeah, Gray wants me to watch Saturday Night, and I've been warned that um, it may not be a slam dunk. So there's that. Still, Terrifier is not as bad as last year. I don't understand. Not as bad as oh, are you talking about like Hellraiser and shit? That was a rough year. There's 2 wrong turns that I like, and the rest I do not. Hostel is kind of a gag. Most of Hellraiser is pain, and Saw gets a little tired halfway through. Are you going to watch New Salem's Lot? I haven't read the novel, and I've never seen the 1979 and 2004 film, so I knew nothing about the story, and I surprisingly really enjoyed it. I don't know if I will before Halloween. The This is my busiest time of the year, as you can clearly see as I'm just answering questions here. But this is my busiest time of the year, and taking horror movies that I don't need to watch for a video is not the most anticipated thing for me. What about the Trump biopic? It's called The Apprentice. You have to know a bit about SNL's history to be fully on board without being somewhat lost in the details. No, it's already done, Sean. They made a Sebastian Stan starred Trump biopic, and apparently it doesn't pull punches, and it's not exactly polite to him, and it's titled The Apprentice. There's a lovely film with this Saoirse Ronan called Outrun, set and filmed in the Orkney Islands. Are you just trying to get me to say weird words? Uh, yeah, that's what I've heard as well, Troy. Okay. There's a lot of early SNL lore. Yeah, George Carlin was the first host or performer or whatever, and I'm a little protective of GC. I want to check out Heretic after I watch Cody's review. Sounds awesome. Did you watch the review to see if you would like it, or did you just want to hear what he had to say about it? I'm puzzled because I can understand somebody watching someone's review to see if they would watch it. But at the same time, if I know I'm going to watch something, I would hate to have someone's opinion influence me. I like going in with really shitty, low expectations. Both. For what it's worth, Cody said he wants me to watch it. And I was like, okay. He also said he wants to see Brian watch it. I don't know if that's a joke. Is he backhanded joking me? Telling me and Brian to watch the same movie? But he's been pretty good on his recommends. He recommended Strange Darling after all. Holy shit. And where fuck, what the hell's that movie? I forgot the title. Guy is a chef. It's not Wish You Were Here. What You Wish For. That's it. That was really good. Shockingly so. um do you guys want to try to get a round of Kartik phone in? Answers in the comments or hit chat, whatever. I was intrigued at first, but I didn't know if I have faith in Cody. But yeah, then I saw him talking about it, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing it. All right, well that's Substance sounds fun. Yes, it's watch it. It's quite interesting. That is my second favorite film of the year so far. All right, so Marcy's a yes, Sean's a yes, Dice is a yes. I think that may be enough for, at the very least, whatever. What am I doing? Doing this live is bad. I'm getting an ad. The Substance was the shit. John Goodman as Spider-Man? What? I've got the world's longest ad right now. um, there it is. Now I have to share screen. Put that there. Can we? Nope. Got that there. Got 3. Four. How many said yes? 5. I don't remember how many said yes. Marcy. That's 6. 5. Who left? Who is cool nickname 599? Sky, are you cool nickname 5599? I know who you are, Dice. Me. Who's Lonely Cat Daddy? This isn't the time to be cute. I need you to say who you are, not just me. Me. Who is Lonely Cat Daddy? Who is cool nickname? Okay, Sean, thank you. Who is Lonely Cat Daddy? I will not accept Kamala Harris as an answer. Oh, are you Lonely Cat Daddy? Oh, you can't do the tricky. Oh, Sky. Yeah. All right, 7. We're going from here. Go. What? Why is it? Is something wrong? Oh, this guy get punted again? Interesting. All right, ladies and germs. $2,100 laptop. $1,000 Dell Inspiron 14-inch 2-in-1. Why is this taking so long? No grippy. What? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. What was that? I don't know what I'm doing. Why'd I do that again? This doesn't look right. I'm doing it all wrong. Yep, this is all wrong. Stop doing that. I don't know what I'm doing. That did that again. That's cool. Running out of time. Shit. Forget it. Just forget it. What? I'm drawing 3D stuff and I get this? I don't know. Thanks for drawing, guys. What? I don't know what I'm doing. Why is this wrong thing? That's why. Done. You people are jerks. $1.12. Oh, you know what? 85 cents. That's a fi. Stick a can of soda. You forgot the briefcase. Donuts, package of 6. How much? It does kind of look like John Steele, actually. A little bit. I don't know if John Steele would tag ball 69, though. Oh. I mean, I'd have to be foolish to think you guys aren't looking at my screen, which is cheating. But after seeing that awful stick figure face thing, I'm a little insulted. Guys. What? The one thing I'll give the Thinkers crowd is they've got some artistes. You guys. Bad. Wrong. Where did that? No! Fucking people are drawing stick figures and shit, and I'm not cool, guys. Yep, that doesn't help either. I did it again. Well, there it is. I think you guys can hear the... I think you guys can hear the thing, right? Display mode, auto, voiceover on. All right, here we go.
Joker 2, but if it were good.
Can't wait.
Pitch Black or M.
Yeah. M! That's pretty funny. I need to see that still. Own it.
Giant
Haven't seen
M.
it. Whoa. All right, there it is. That's what Joker 2 would be if it were good. Giant M.
A tower of actual pizza.
A tower of actual pizza, huh? Huh. Interesting.
A house with shit in the wall.
And that's what I got.
A poor rendition of the
Yep.
opening shot of TCM.
Yep. Well. Yep. Darling, this is not.
I love turtles.
I love turtles. That's pretty impressive, Marcy. Uh-huh. That's kind of cool, too.
Mom, something's wrong with my
Oh.
Ninja Turtle.
Yay. I'm kind of disappointed in some of you.
The new Pedro Pascal HBO Max
What?
game adaptation.
Whoa.
A guy drawing graffiti.
Oh. $12.
Reminder to Ish.
What? Oh, wash your balls. I see.
Dave Grohl is a good dad.
Dave Grohl's a good dad? How do you draw that? That's what that is?
That tap with the owl.
People. That's really good.
Insist green bird.
Oh, no. It's taking a turn. Chill. Well, there. That's how you got Dave Grohl.
Operate on the cow.
Okay. Yeah. I should have colored in the doctor.
Deleted scene from Alien, where a face hugger visits the farm.
Ask about his crops.
Alien.
How does it always come back to Alien? This is the second time in a row. Xenomorph. Pretty impressive. All right. I'm asking you if you're not going to participate to just leave. But otherwise, we'll start over. No hard feelings if you bail, but just play the game. We're just having fun. Nobody's being judged on anything. Do you see how silly this is? You go from where am I? Switch me. You go from Dave Grohl to two birds canoodling. There's no nothing for this. We're just having fun. So just partake or don't. Thank you. Cheers. Did we lose a doc? Are you all right? I won't judge. That's fair, Sean. Understandable. It's like Cards Against Humanity, kind of. Sure. I would say it's like Pictionary on crack. What? Oh, is that this? I don't even know what the fuck. Dice, should we go another round? Or are you like gone? Are you at 30 seconds gone? Or good old recycling liquids. All right, we'll give it till Doc Roller gets back. So, yeah, there's no pressure one way or another, but play. Don't be silly. Oh, was that you about the Dave Grohl thing? Should have said good husband. Too nervous to. What do you have to be nervous about? There's no nothing. If you roll a 6 or an 8, I'll return. Yeah, the goal here is to either impress with art or laugh with art. There's no real winning. If it could be creative or funny, whether it be intentionally or unintentionally, that's all that matters. We're just weekend live. We're here to have a laugh. See post chat. I forgot what the stupid lyrics are. See post chat. We share and we laugh. Movie night. I don't even know what the hell it is. My dinner's ready. 4 a.m. Yikes. The divide of being on a PC or phone is quite a... Dude. If I were on a phone, I don't know. Well, it would be quite clear that I wouldn't be on a phone because... Yeah, there's no reason to be self-conscious about this. Like my Joker thing turned into an M. A Foo Fighters reference or Dave Grohl reference turned into ducks. That's what's fun about it is I believe it's a reference to a version of telephone where with each round it gets more and more confusing or lost from the original premise. Love that Joker. See, if Rosales was here, we'd feel a little tiny. That's for sure. Rosales, I'm trying to think of... BMO's a good artist. There's a bunch of people on Thinkers that really don't fuck around. And it's quite depressing with how good they are. 5 Danish Kona Tak Marcy. We're gonna get going. We're just waiting on Dice. Or not laugh if Arthur Fleck watches. Fleck. I keep forgetting what his name is in that damn thing. Yeah, Joker Folie A Deux is not exactly the same as the original. Did I see Oddity? I watched it yesterday. Not great, but pretty solid. I don't think so. If I did, it didn't stick with me. And yeah, I definitely don't have anything to say about it if I did see it, but apologies. Oddity is on Shudder. MMA Now 27. What's going on? Hope all is well. Enjoying the content. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Above all else, enjoy the ride. Join us. Speaking of join us, Dice. Are your liquids dried out now? What a way to put it. I don't think I have Shudder ever since the lawsuit. Oh, Football Club 20 up. There's a dock. A switch. And it's time to go. Fuck it. There. Bastards. It's funny how there's different lore. 7 days a week and it's killing. Jesus. That's awful. I mean, make that money, but 7 days, that's brutal. It is weird. It gives you a lot more time to type than write. Oh. What? Mm-hmm. Stupid thing. I don't know what I'm doing. You dick. I don't know what else I got for you guys. 64 hours a week, that's killer. My like magnet thing is kind of messing around. All right, so I guess I had a lot more time than I thought I did. Hmm. Fair enough. Interesting. I'm curious to see what the thing was before that, because... Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. Yep. Knew that was going to happen. You dick. Fuck it. Piss on it. I'm trying to fix it. Wow. You people with... You see, it's way too much time. It's a very, very heavy exposition in some of these. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of done. Oh, it is the last round. That's good too. I don't know what I was trying to do in the beginning, but we're here. All right, since I'm done, I'll switch. Oh, no, wait. Different timing's wrong. I have it backwards. If you want to see this game perfectly done, you really need to watch Thinkers on Thursdays. Oh, and it's time. Here we go.
Joker 2, Xenomorph Boogaloo.
Oh.
Delirious Xeno.
Whoa.
Return of the butt plugs.
My Joker 2 premises don't get very far.
In CPS words, canoodling ducks.
Oh.
A bunny playing golf.
Oh, is that how that became that? Oh, yes. And yes, I know 4 is spelled differently.
A bunny playing golf.
Oh, made it. You spelled 4 wrong. Looks like the bunny's singing death metal into the thing.
P. Diddy's romantic movie directed and written by.
Oh. Baby oil makes quite a run here. Censored.
The actual shitstorm Diddy isn't right now.
That made it. I should have done more bottles of oil because God knows there certainly was more in that
Retired cricket sewing.
Retired cricket sewing. Oh. That's a really good
Guy jumping on a box.
guy jumping.
A box that is also a trampoline.
Oh. Uh-oh, that person in the middle is going to really hurt themselves. That's pretty funny.
Cats in a mash pit.
Oh, I got this Nope, I got this immediately.
The retired Slayer Groupie's living room every Saturday night.
Slut? What? Living room.
The right way to end the Halloween franchise.
Oh. Simpsons.
H20 killed the Simpsons.
I still don't understand that.
A dead yellow man.
A dead yellow man. That translates pretty well. I mean, that's essentially what it was. Okay. Here we go. Too busy to write. Busy? Getting really good at this. Not that good, I guess. Just to make it definite. My mouse is not cooperating with me. It's weird. There's times where I feel like I have too much time, and there's times where I feel like not enough. And this feels like too much time. Oh, Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max. Get those three together. Thank you to channel members. This will be exclusive to members as of Sunday night. What? My artistic skills are held at knife point with this app. Oh, see, so this gets further, but not mine? I see. What's happening? This looks like something, but it's not what I want it to be. That's bad. Bad. Yep, figured that. Yep. Should stop caring about that. I'm out of time. Fuck it. Fucking hell. What? Come on, dick. Nope. Hmm. I'm curious to know where the last thing went. Might have to call it a night. Oh, there's still another round after this. Oh, Disney bundle. Note to self, never use a phone for this game again. Make it count, everyone. Probably going to shut her down now. Fuck, it's 11:30 already. Okay.
Something worthy of long
I
artistic
forgot I did this.
expression. Kill or chew.
What? Oh, Killer Queen?
Green Hornet run over.
This has gone on a journey. Oh.
Turtle getting run over.
Well, that went in a direction.
Spider parking on the corner.
Huh. Oh. I don't know
Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
specifically Andrew Garfield.
Cat's eye dying a crab.
Uh-huh.
Crabs, a love story you can't get rid of.
Wait. Spider parking on the corner. Oh, Garfield?
Joker 3 is gonna be a Western fantasy
Oh, wait,
directed
hold
by
on.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Rob
Some of
Zombie's
it makes
Western?
One of those Eastwood
One of
films.
those Eastwood films.
Am I a racist?
I think that tracks. Yeah, that kind of tracks.
Tanned astronaut at the bus station.
Aw, that's precious.
Tanning at a bus stop.
Uh-oh. I think I know where this goes.
Blind bus passenger.
Yeah, I understand it now. That's pretty funny.
A bus stop for the blind.
Whoops. I mean, I get it. I get why it got to that.
Butt in a mug.
What? Well, that looks like... Oh, isn't that, that's a Rick and Morty thing,
Harry
isn't it?
Balls in a Cup.
Harry balls in a cup. Oh, a cup.
Dick
I
bread?
see. Hey, wait, what happened? Yeah. Sandwich.
Something phallic but probably isn't.
It's kind of wrong, but see, I thought this was distasteful, but I guess I understand how it got there.
The classic Universal monsters if they were a boy
Oh.
band.
Oh, that's really neat.
Lady Dracula Gaga and Frank and
Oh,
Joker.
where does this go? Yeah, I don't have enough time for that one.
Erica Draven annoyed by her.
Whoops. Whoops. F. Winner. Winner.
CP
That
and
was
a
priceless.
Kango.
Felix. Oh, I was the first one to get this.
CeePo wearing a Kangol.
Slick Rick.
Charles Patterson aka CeePo, CP.
Hey.
Sleep.
Sleep. That it? I think that's it. Nope. Thank you, everyone. That was quite a pleasure. You've heard of Dick Cheese. Now here's Dick Fred. Yeah. I'll try to just 4-5 more weeks. It's coming up. Once Halloween is done, it's time to start prepping for the UK. I'd like to do at least one weekend live with Emily, because I don't think we've played Gartic with Emily. Maybe we'll do it before I head over there. This way we could fully take advantage of 2 separate screens for us. Emily's a pretty good artist too. But what about 31 and 31? Yeah, it'll be here in 27 days. What do you mean? What about 31 and 31? I need all the movies need to be out first before I can even give that to you. But Sleep was a CP type, Bo. That's cute. That's funny. Yeah, there's still 2 movies I absolutely need to watch that aren't out yet. The earliest, which it won't be this day, even if we could release 31 and 31 early, the earliest would be the 18th, because that's when all of the movies are officially out. And it won't be. It'll be the 31st. Like every 31. I don't know what type of question you were asking. But always the 31st. But otherwise, tomorrow night, really, really fun themed stream where we're going to be talking about it's only 7:37, is it? God. The spoiler stream is this week. It wasn't this one. Tomorrow night is the gore stream, and Dice, who's already here, will be there pulling double shift. And we've got some celebrities, including our very own Cody. And we're going to talk about subject matter within the subgenres. And, can you make gore and have a PG-13 rating? Or is gore necessary for certain subgenres in horror? But yes, Marcy is right. Joker 3 is going to be wild. When is the member chat? Did I miss it? Did stand-up win? Stand-up did win. It did not happen yet. I will do that. I think Gray will be joining me for that. But I did not do it yet. I'll have some sort of notification. It's very hard to plan things in my current environment. I'm sorry, I can't go too deep into that. I had my my bi-monthly checkup at the hospital, and it's very hard for me to plan things. But again, just in time for Christmas, I should be, if they let me in the UK, and planning will be a lot more concise. And sit tight. But the comedy stream will happen before the 31st. I want to say it'll happen Sunday, but it's a pretty stacked weekend already. Tomorrow night's a big deal. But just keep an eye open. Even if we don't do it, even if it happens kind of last minute, it'll be there for you guys to watch. That is a members exclusive for at least the first couple of weeks. But yeah, thanks guys for making this fun. We'll see you, those of you who join us, in 22 hours or so. Have a good night.